The year is 1958. The Soviet Union had a cute little metal ball in space, beeping the most annoying smug little beep you've ever heard. And America. Well, America had a spectacular talent for turning multi-million-dollar rockets into Florida's problem.
The first and most spectacular of these was Vanguard at the end of 1957. There were other Vanguard failures. All achieved takeoff, but trouble occurred either in the second or third stages.
Vanguard, very good news indeed for all Americans.
It was the Cold War. The Cold War was less a war and more a global high-stakes game of chicken. And we were losing. We needed a power move, something so audacious, so utterly unhinged, it would make every Politburo member in Moscow need a fresh pair of pants. Enter Project A119. The goal was simple, elegant, and completely psychotic. Nuke the moon. The Air Force loved it. Let's use a hydrogen bomb, they said, because strapping a city killer to a rocket that was 50% fireworks, 50% hope was a great idea. So they downgraded to a modest, Hiroshima-sized nuke, you know, for subtlety. Leonard Reifel, the physicist, was the designated adult trying to put a leash on this idea. And for the math, they needed a young, hungry grad student, a kid named Carl Sagan. Yeah, that Carl Sagan. The man who would later spend his life preaching cosmic connection and the beauty of the pale blue dot. His first gig was calculating the visibility of a radioactive dust cloud on the lunar surface. His job was to make sure Joe Sixpack in Iowa could see our new American-made crater with his own eyes. Here's the beautiful, darkly funny science they buried in the report. The moon is a pristine 4-billion-year-old museum. No weather, no erosion. And we were going to be the worst tourists ever, spraying radioactive graffiti all over the exhibits. That pretty dust cloud Carl Sagan was modeling. It would have settled back down, contaminating the lunar surface for millennia. Any chance of finding ancient microbes? Gone. We'd have nuked them first. Ask questions never. The scientists knew it was a colossally bad idea. You can read the sarcasm between the lines of the report. It basically said, sure, we can do this, but it would be the dumbest thing imaginable. Also, if you wanted to study the moon, you could, I don't know, use a seismograph, like a civilized person. So why didn't we do it? Partly because our rockets were still garbage, mostly because cooler, less psychotic heads finally prevailed. The ultimate punchline? A few years later, we didn't blow a hole in the moon. We landed on it, peacefully. We left footprints, not a funeral shroud. We planted a flag, not a mushroom cloud. And Carl Sagan got to trade in his calculations for destruction for a lifetime of promoting wonder. So the next time you look up at that big, beautiful, uncratered moon, remember this. We came within a few bad decisions of giving it a permanent black eye. Project A119 is the greatest story never happened. A testament to the fact that sometimes, just sometimes, we survive our own worst ideas. We chose wonder over warfare. For once we didn't choose the boom, just science, madness, and the fragile instinct not to blow up everything beautiful. Hit subscribe if you love science. If you don't, you're in the wrong place, my friend.